Chapter 6. Create corridor SR61 and US98 corridor surface. In this module, you will learn how to create both a surface and surface boundaries from corridor SR61 and the US98 corridor. Then you will create data shortcuts for the surface corridor SR61 and US98-top. In this chapter, your objectives are to learn how to review reference data, create data shortcut references for corridor SR61 and US98, create a corridor surface from corridor SR61 and US98, then create a corridor surface boundary from corridor SR61 and US98-top surface, and then create data shortcuts for the corridor surface SR61 and US98 top, and then finally review results. For the chapter setup, run chapter 6-22049555201-exe file and restore all files to the C Civil 3D 2019 projects folder. So select the chapter 6 zip file, right click, choose extract all, click on the browse option, select the Civil 3D 2019 projects folder, choose the select folder options, and then choose extract. Exercise 6.1. Create the MOD-LRD-03 file. In this exercise, you'll create the MOD-LRD-03 file to create both a surface and surface boundaries from the corridor SR61 and the US98 corridor. Then you will create data shortcuts from the surface corridor SR61 and US98-top. So first, on the application menu in the top left-hand corner, click on it and select Open and Open Drawing. Verify that you're in the right folder and go down to Projects, Roadway folder. Here we want to select Open. We want to open up 6.1, Create Corridor Surface, Start.dwg, and then select Open. Next, let's verify that our data shortcuts are set up. So select Data Shortcut on the Prospector tab, right-click and choose Set Working Folder. Here we want to choose Civil 3D 2019 Projects folder and click Open. If 22049555201 is not your current project, again select this data shortcut path, right-click and choose Set Data Shortcuts Project folder, and just verify there's a checkbox next to it in the list, and then click OK. Next, let's rename this file. So again, on the Application pull-down menu, choose the Save As option, and then let's give this a new file name. This is MOD-LRD-03. Click Save. Exercise 6.2. Create data shortcut references to corridor SR61 and US98. In this exercise, you will create data shortcut references to the corridor SR61 and US98 you created using the intersection wizard and then edited in the prior chapter. So on the tool space, on the Prospector tab, under Data Shortcuts, right-click and choose Expand the Corridors category. Select Corridor SR61 and US98. Right-click and choose Create Reference. In the Create Corridor Reference dialog box, verify that the source corridor is the correct name, the corridor style is FDOT, and then go all the way down to the bottom and click OK to close the Create Reference Corridor dialog box. Next, review that the corridor and the MOD-LRD-03 drawing is in your Prospector tab. So on the Prospector tab, go to Corridor, click on the plus symbol if it's not already expanded, and verify that you have created a data shortcut to Corridor SR61 and US98. Next, let's restore our custom view SR61 and US98 intersection using the view controls. So select Top, Custom View, SR61 and US98 intersection. Now save your file before continuing to the next exercise. Exercise 6.3. Create corridor surface from corridor SR61 and US98. In this module, you will create a surface from corridor SR61 and US98 corridor. From the Tool Space Prospector tab, expand Corridors. Select corridor SR61 and US98, then right-click and choose Properties. From the Static Corridor Properties Corridor dialog box, select the Surfaces tab. Select the Create a Corridor Surface button on the left. Rename the surface to Corridor SR61 and US98 Top. Select the Add Data to Corridor SR61 and US98 Top surface and set the following values. For data type, select Links. For surface code, specify code Top. Click the plus symbol to add data to the corridor Top surface. Then, for corridor SR61 and US98 Top surface, set the following values. For surface style, set triangles 1:1 proposed blue. Click OK. Next, select the Boundaries tab. Right-click on corridor SR61 and US98 Top surface and select Corridor Extents as outer boundary. Rename boundary to outer boundary. Click OK to continue and close the Corridor Properties SR61 and US98 dialog box. From the Corridor Properties Rebuild dialog box, select Rebuild the corridor. Next, review the data reference surfaces and the MOD LRD03 drawing from the Tool Space Prospector tab. Expand surfaces, and the surface created for the corridor SR61 US98 corridor surface is now called corridor SR61 and US98-top. Now that the new corridor top surface is displayed, save your file before continuing. Exercise 6.4. Create corridor surface data shortcuts. In this exercise, you will create a data shortcut for the corridor SR61 and US98 top surface. From the Tool Space Prospector tab, Data Shortcuts, right-click to display the pop-up menu and choose Create Data Shortcuts. From the Create Data Shortcuts dialog, check the box next to Surfaces. Click OK to create the Surface Data Shortcut and close the Data Shortcut dialog box. From Tool Space on the Prospector tab under Data Shortcuts, expand Surface to display that the corridor SR61 and US98 top data shortcut surface has been created.